So different populations can experience mental health impacts different. Next, we're going to hear from Roberta Ardoin from the Veterans Resource Center at Ease.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Roberta Ardawa with the Veterans Resource Center at SAM. I'm going to briefly give you an overview of what the Veterans Resource Center does. There's roughly 20 million veterans of the United States Armed Forces, and 692 of them attend Sam Houston State this semester. So the purpose of the Veterans Resource Center is to provide support and to guide them through the process of using their benefits. I'm actually an employee of the Department of Veteran Affairs, so I have access to VA records and can assist with navigating the VA system. So as far as at Ease goes, those 20 million veterans that are in the United States, whenever they're enrolled in classes and they're on college campuses, they have a completely different background and set of experiences than their classmates. The average age for a student veteran is 33 years old. In regards to suicide rates, veterans age 18 to 29 have the highest suicide rate of all veterans, and 60 plus have the lowest suicide rates. So in 2018, the VA implemented a strategy, a plan to address suicides and mental health issues with our nation's veterans, because it not only impacts the veteran, it affects their family members and work, social settings, and all other areas of life. So the VA has implemented, with the assistance of COVID, of course, within the last year or so, a lot more online services and telehealth services. It has become easier for veterans to access mental health treatment, mental health screenings through vet centers, throughout the community, as well as clinics and hospitals. There's also the Veterans the Veterans Crisis Line, which is veteranscrisisline.net. And the 24/7 phone number is 1-800-273-8255. And anyone that has a concern for a veteran or a veteran themselves can call that line to receive resources and assistance, be it referrals for counseling, or sometimes authorities have to be, first responders have to be contacted, but it provides guidance and support. There's a lot of stigma that goes along with mental health, especially with veterans, and it stems back to being strong, but it really demonstrates strength to be able to ask for help, especially for a veteran, because they have such a strong persona, and their people in the community look up to them. So when we look at suicide rates, we see a marked difference between the number of suicides for people who do not receive any VA mental health services at all and those that do. In 2018, there were 6,435 veterans that committed suicide. 4,057 of those were not receiving any services from the VA. In response to that, after learning that information, the VA has ramped up all of their outgoing messages to veterans. They don't wait for veterans to request information on services that are available, because they know that they may not ask for those services. So that information is sent out to veterans upon their release from active duty, as well as once they are registered with Veterans Healthcare. Veterans are also allowed at least 5 years minimum of healthcare assistance. At that point, screenings are done, and they're done throughout the time that they attend services with VHA, in order to see and to assess them, to see how their transition is back into the community. The National Strategy for Preventing Suicide is a 10-year strategy, and they broadened the telehealth services. There's free mobile apps that veterans can use, as well as any family members or those that are interested in supporting veterans. And telephone coaching has also been implemented. There's been also a push to increase knowledge and awareness and to really access those veterans that are a minority, such as women and those in the LGBTQ community. So the Veterans Resource Center activity is one that will last throughout the year. We want to encourage everyone to support veterans and encourage them with kind words and thank yous. So if you are able to, please email us at veterans@shsu.edu to send a thank you, a well wish, or kind words for our veterans. Sam Houston has a great history of loving on and caring for our veterans, and we want to show them our appreciation. So please send those over, and we'll be happy to share those with the campus veterans and anyone that comes in the office. And thank you for your time.